Hey everybody, here's a little homework helper. So part one of the homework is you should write a method that, given an int array and a starting index, will return what I'm calling the looping number of that array from that starting index. Here's what looping number means. If I'm starting at index 0, each value in the array will tell you how many elements you should jump to the right. So 3 means I should jump 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I'm at index 3. It has 6, so that means I'm going to jump 6. So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, looping around 5, 6. Now I'm at index 1. It says I should jump by 2, 1, 2. Alright, now I'm back to index 3. I've already visited index 3, therefore I have looped, and because I made 3 total jumps, the looping number was 3. So your job is to write code that will find that looping number for a given starting index. Alright, one of the general themes recently has been the way that you come up with an algorithm is you pay attention to what you're doing when you solve the problem, and you use that as the steps in your algorithm that you want to translate into Java. So let's do it. I'm going to create a test case first. So I'll have an int array called array, and let's use the same numbers. So what is it? 3, 2, 1, 6, 3, 3, 5, 2. So 3, 2, 1, 3. I forgot already. 6, 3, 3, 5, 2. Okay. 6, 3, 3, 5, 2. Alright, here's my array. Now let's define find looping number, where I give it an array and I give it my starting index. I'll create this method. Now, I'm not going to do the whole method for you, but let's go together to find the steps. So, when I did this by hand, I had a starting index that I was looking at, and I changed that index by whatever value I was reading. So I'd sort of move it along. So following that idea, I'm going to have an index that's going to start at whatever my starting index is. I'm going to rename this to start index. Okay. And now I know I'm going to have some kind of loop. And inside my loop, I'm going to do something like index gets index plus whatever's in my array at the index. Only I have to loop around when it's off the end of the array. That seems like an important thing. Okay, so I'll be looping, looping, looping. How do I know when I'm done? Well, I'm done whenever I visit an element that I've been to before. I can think of two ways to do this. One way, which is probably the worst way, is I'll choose some number that I don't think will ever appear in the array, like min value or something, and whenever I visit an element, I'll replace whatever was there with min value. And that way, if I ever find min value again, I know I've been there before and I can exit. Oh, speaking of which, I know at the end I'll need to return the loop number, so I should probably initialize the loop number to start with as 0, and then every single time in my loop I should add 1 to the loop number. Alright, well I told you one way you could maybe discover when you'd visited an index. The other way I kind of like better, let's make an array list, and every time we visit an index, let's add that index to the array list. And then when we get to a new index, we just check, is that one we've already been to? So let's make an array list of integers called visited. And then inside the loop, I can say visited.add index. And then I can keep looping as long as my number isn't in this list. Okay, I think that's as much help as I want to give you for that. Check video part 2 for an important notice about how passing arrays works for part B.